Well, that was certainly a doozy of an interruption, but I'm glad we got the ship fixed. Seeing as how we've got some time to kill, let's review some useful skills. Travel tip, cap, throw, and hold. Didn't we already see this one? Well, there it is. Next, let's look at Bowser's Kingdom. Architecture, statues, Bowser's Castle. Wait, he's got his own castle? Man, we've got to help those two. Not sure that that's a big revelation considering Bowser always has castles. This is it, the showdown. Let's hurry after those two. Alright, well, welcome to the Bowser's Kingdom. So, yeah, I guess this is a new episode. So, hey everyone, how's the year to you? And welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Odyssey. So I'm gonna let you know right now, we're not gonna be focusing on getting everything right now. This is gonna be kind of similar to how we did the Wooded and the Lost Kingdom before, where we'll be focusing more on story progress for the moment, and we'll come back at a later point for the rest of the Power Moons and stuff. We'll be focusing more so on story progress for the next couple episodes. So let's go over here and collect our next Power Moon, a stack up above the wall. Alright, so that's pretty fine and dandy indeed. But yeah, let's go over this way. Got some original coins over there. I was going to ignore these, but with the Bowser amiibo thing that I remembered, yeah, we probably don't need to worry too much about losing track of those things anymore. So that's over here, and go onwards. And I gotta say, I've been talking way too long. Let's listen to the music. I did not think we were going to make that. But yeah, this is honestly one of the coolest Kingdom musics in the entire game. That's not proper grammar, but I don't care. I just love the song so much. It's got like a really interesting atmosphere to it. Like it's obviously based off like ancient Japan and things like that. But it's a really interesting take for Bowser's Castle. And this is what I love about the Mario games like this, because like they're just so creative when it comes to new ideas and things like that. It's kind of like it's kind of the reason why a lot of the more safe games kind of rub me the wrong way, because even though games like Mario 3D World or things like that are fun games on their own, I just wish that they went more in a direction like this, where they just embrace the creativity of the Mario series. Like this one, we have the thwomps and things like that, but they have like a completely new design, more akin to ancient Japan and things like that. Because the inspiration behind the thwomps was that they were based off a ancient creature that would block your way and things like that unless you hit a weak point. Which is also the inspiration behind one of those enemies in Okami where when you come across them, then you use like your celestial arts to like poke a hole in their walls and things like that. So another thing that I'd like to confess real quick. The other big reason why I'm not really focusing too much on collecting every single thing at the moment is because my notes for this area aren't actually finished yet. What I mean by that is that all the notes themselves are done. It's just more so that the formatting of them hasn't been done yet. So I kind of decided to do this Let's Play, like, kind of last minute, because, admittedly, I was kind of going through a bit of a rough time around the time that I decided to do this, and it was like, okay, I love Odyssey, I'm going to do this for years, we're doing it now. So, the thing about that is that, like, I spent, like, the next week or two reformatting the notes I had finished for this game to better match what I do nowadays. I didn't finish the last of the main story yet, so... Yeah, what you're seeing right now is going to be just playing through this normally. Where's the thing we can poke a hole in the wall with? I think it's back here. Nope. Okay, we're moving onwards. There's original coins right there, but we're not going to get them right now. So yeah, if you want to see an example of what my notes currently look like for this area, yeah, it's kind of a mess. I did intend to go through here as the Let's Play was progressing, but I kind of forgot. So we're going to continue onward and just pretend that everything is fun and this was all intentional. It was all part of the plan. We'll take care of these guys again. Owie, that hurt my face. What we want to do next is there's going to be these moon shards. So we're going to have to collect 5 of them before the timer runs out. Good luck! And there's another one over there, just like that, and miss horribly because my aim is terrible. And we get a heart! Yay, we got a heart! I didn't mean to do that. Alright, now we got those. We're gonna collect the next original coins and continue on our merry way through our path of glory. I believe an area like this did kind of appear at one point in Super Mario 3D World, because there was that one level that was kind of based around a pagoda, which was a really cool one, because on the Wii U version, what they did with that one was that you could use the Wii U gamepad to open the doors and things like that, which is really cool. They obviously had to change this for the Switch port, because the gamepad didn't exist anymore, apparently. So, yeah, it isn't quite as fun on Switch as it was on Wii U, but it's still a really cool area. I still think about Mario 3D World in general is that I really wish that they kind of embraced the gamepad a bit more in that one, because the thing with the Mario games is that they kind of give you a big reason to want to buy Nintendo hardware, and I felt like that game would have been the perfect chance to showcase more of what the gamepad could have done. They did have really cool ideas here and there. Like, I still really think the assist play feature that was in that game and New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, where the gamepad player could help the other players by creating platformers and things like that, or stunning enemies. I think that was really cool, but it wasn't really enough to justify why the Wii U gamepad had to be a thing for the Wii U. That's over here. Alright, we are a quarter of the way done with all the regional coins already, so that's a pretty good sign. We're not going to be getting them all right now, though, but it's still pretty good. It means less for us to do a little bit later in our adventure. And now we have 3 of the original coins. And there's going to be 2 more, because that's how math works. Go over there. It's going to be one amongst one of these. I believe the last one's going to be located around... I think it's on top of this area. I did practice for this, but that was also a couple weeks ago, so... my memory on this area might be a little bit more rusty. It's going to be as rusty as a Bucket Bay. That's a Banjo-Kazooie reference, in case you wanted to know what I've been playing recently. I'm just so excited that Banjo-Kazooie is on Switch now, because, man, like, that was honestly one of the most unexpected surprises from the Switch Online announcement when just 4 games came on there. I was very excited for that, and, man, it's just really fun. I do hope that they do release more rare games on the service at some point, because Banjo-Kazooie is awesome and all, but there's also like a bunch of other ones that are all also really fun too. So I really hope we also get Perfect Dark, because that was my favorite rare game. I hope we get that one. Donkey Kong 64 is an obvious one that probably will happen even if the other ones don't, because that is also a Nintendo game, even if it was made by Rare. So that'd be pretty cool too. Conker's Bad Fur Day, like that one is probably not going to happen, because, you know, it's an M-rated game with a lot of really mature topics, things like that, so it's probably not going to be on Nintendo Switch Online, but it would still be really cool. I could totally see them doing something where, like, hooray for jump cuts, because I had to sneeze mid-sentence. Where's the last regional coin? Or other thing? It was right there the entire time. Alright, so now we got that. And we get to come on another thought. Yeah, Perfect Dark Conquers Bad Fur Day. I would love for them to be on Switch Online. It's probably not going to happen because they're busy being M-rated games. It probably wouldn't fit well on the surface. But they probably could also do a thing where they'd verify the user's age or something like that. Because I know back on Wii U, like, if your profile wasn't... Like, if the age you said on the profile wasn't old enough, you couldn't even view M-rated games on the Wii U eShop. I don't know if that's the case on the Switch eShop, but they probably could do something like that for Nintendo Switch Online as well. I don't know what they would do, but all I want is Perfect Dark on Nintendo Switch Online. It's not going to happen, but it'd be really cool if it did. Is there anything else around here? No, there isn't, so let's go onwards. And here's the Crazy Cap shop. We got some the Metro Kingdom people in here. These are really cool looking. What do I want? What do I want for my birthday? We should probably spend our money wisely. Let's get the samurai outfit. It's gonna be a samurai showdown. I still can't believe it took me that long to realize that the Samurai Showdown chapter in Super Paper Mario is a reference to those games. The only reason I know those games exist is not just because of Terry from Super Smash Bros., but also Nakaruru from SNK or Tag Team Frenzy. That game is not that great. There are definitely better fighting games out there, but that game is honestly like one of my guilty pleasures, honestly. Like, I remember for a while I thought that was like one of my favorite fighting games ever, but then I started playing Dead or Alive, and I was like, oh, this game is better. There's a lot more we can do on that island, but like I said before, we're focusing on story progress. And the story progress is going to be located over this way. The main courtyard entrance. Oh no, whatever we're going to do, what are these circly thingies we can step on? Yay, moving the camera in the middle of a cutscene. I'd be off over Joy-Con Drift. Yep, the wedding's almost here. The boss is getting ready to keep up ahead. But you two can scram, because you're definitely not invited. Same strategy before applies here as well. It's not really that much of a different boss, honestly. I don't really know what the difference is between this one. Yeah, as usual, you can stun her by throwing the hat. That should be okay. The same trick before applies here as well, where you can use the bomb to instantly knock her down. So that's going to be a pretty fun time indeed. Harriet is still my favorite of the Broodals. I really hope that they all appear in a future Mario game because they're just such fun characters. Oh, I think this is a difference, where there are these things rather than the spinning vortexes of tech. Well, actually they probably were. I don't remember anything about the original one, apparently. But now that she's stunned by our dashing good looks, we go over this way. What's that called for... What would be the equivalent of, like, a character like this having a crush on Mario? Because I know if Mario had a crush on Harriet, that'd be a furry. What would the opposite of that be? Yay! No more furries! Somebody out there probably has a crush on Harriet. I think she's adorable, but not that far. I think the closest I ever gotten to being a furry was probably like Crystal from Star Fox Adventures or something like that. But even then, I don't think so. I'm not judging or anything if anybody watching this is a furry. I'm just saying. The boss wasn't kidding when he said you were too persistent. But I owe it to the family, to the Broodals, to come at you with everything I got. The first Broodal we faced all that time back is the one we'll be facing before the end. So, same strategy before applies here as well. You want to throw the hats on his dumb face, and then you want to destroy him in cold blood. Because the M on Mario's hat stands for M-rated. And let's go here. Oh no, we didn't destroy all the hats. Well, you definitely have a lot more hats than before. How about you? And now you have one more unit of health, because that's how these boss fights usually work. Going like this can also be a good tactic, continuously doing the ground pound stomping move. That usually keeps you in the air for a pretty long time, so that's pretty good. I don't know what the good strategy would be for trying to avoid this attack though, because it seems like no matter what I do, I always take damage during that, so that's probably not something that's recommended if you want to stay alive for longer than expected or whatever. But anyway, yay, we defeated him! Those statues look really cool. But that's going to be it for this episode of Super Mario Odyssey. In the next episode, we're going to continue our progress through Bowser's Kingdom. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and next time, later to you. Oh yeah.